What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Planetary Reviews, and I'm here to finally review Fantastic Beasts 2: The Crimes of Grindelwald. I was very excited to see this because I really surprisingly liked the first one. I was a little skeptical if they were going to be able to have the same level of magic as the original series had, and I was like, I don't know, I just feel like this might be a cash grab. But then when I saw the first one, I was really surprised at how good it was. Had a lot of great wonder, a lot of cool things to add to the lore, the way American wizardry worked and everything, and some really amazing characters that you really started to love. I love Newt. He is an awesome character, and I love Jacob. They're two great additions, and so is the rest of the cast in general. So I was really looking forward to this film. So let's talk about what the story to this movie is, just to get it started. The story to this movie is that now we're moving on. It's been a little bit later, and we're trying to figure out what Grindelwald's plan is. What's he trying to do? Because he ends up escaping, and it's up to Newt, Tina, and even Dumbledore to try and figure out how to take him down, how to figure out his plan and what to do next. And that's pretty much the gist of the story. I don't want to go too much into this story because I don't want to spoil. We do learn a lot. There's a lot of information given to us in this movie, and there's a lot of little hints to characters that we knew from the Harry Potter series that we get talked about now, which is really cool. But I don't want to get into too much. I'll just say that, in my opinion, the story was good. The core story of figuring out what Grindelwald's plan was and what he's trying to do and what his purpose is truly, and learning a little bit more about him, that was really cool. I loved all that. I loved all the info that we got. My only problem with the story is that the way it was told in this movie felt a lot like an exposition dump. Just a lot of exposition. A lot of scenes that were literally there just to tell you stuff, just to give you more information. Don't get me wrong, we still have those really cool moments where you see the awesome special effects and the cool new creatures that we might learn about, new types of magic. We still have those also really nice action set pieces, just that in this movie we seem to have gotten a little bit less of that and more exposition, which I understand. I see what they're trying to do with this franchise. There's gonna be multiple movies. They're trying to use this movie to set up another movie, but that's really what bogs this movie down a little bit. The fact that it's just so much info and less character moments, less really awesome, like in the first one we had a lot of Jacob moments, Newt moments. This one was more just information, which is fine, but it just felt like a little bit information overload. Granted, I did find that information interesting because I'm just a huge Harry Potter fan, but I do feel that people who are not as hardcore about the series and just kind of just go to these movies because they dislike the universe and they're kind of casual about it. But I feel like the diehards will walk into this going, this was really fun. That was a really cool, like, bits of info about previous characters that we didn't know about, and they'll enjoy that. But I feel like for the casual audience, they're going to walk into this and be like, wow, this is just a lot of info. They might not be as entertained at learning all this information as some of us do. So those are my gripes with the story. But let's talk about the performances. As always, everyone in this cast did great. Jude Law as Dumbledore was really awesome. I loved his performance. I wish we had a little bit more of him, but we had enough to give us a little taste of young Dumbledore, and that was awesome. And as always, we have the man who plays Newt Scamander. Sorry, I don't remember his name, but Newt Scamander, played by Eddie Redmayne. Great job. I love his performance. I love the character he portrays. I just love the way he does this role. It's amazing, and I love the character so much. Absolutely amazing. And also, as Jacob, we have Dan Fogler. Very great performance as always. Everyone from the previous movie did great, including the new characters that came in. All awesome. Loved it. And then I really got to commend the fact that this movie, even though, like I said, it did feel like a lot of exposition, when the action happened and when you had some of those really cool moments and going to certain places, you still felt that beautiful wonder. And I still really just love feeling that. And this movie still felt that way when you had certain moments happen. You still had this feeling of, wow, this is incredible, this universe, the magic that's going on. Still, for me, it still compels me. It still gets to me when I get into this universe. I still feel amazing when I'm there. And this movie still portrays that beautifully. My only flaw with it, like I said, was that the story was that it just felt too much information. Too much information thrown at the audience, when I feel like this movie should have focused on the amazement, the wonder of the world a little bit more, and give us some more character moments. But I also understand that this movie had to give us some more information, because it seems like they're setting up a franchise. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it seems like they're going to set up something bigger. But in the process of doing that, this movie kind of suffered because it was mostly exposition and there weren't as many great character development moments. There were certain moments that did happen, but I just wanted more instead of all this info. But guys, at the end of the day, this movie was not bad. It was not a bad film. It just wasn't as good as Fantastic Beasts 1. But I am highly anticipating the next movie that they definitely are setting up. This is pretty much the definition of, we have a great intro, and then we have a middle that's just giving us information, telling us what's going to happen, giving us what we need to know. And then this little movie here is going to lead up to other things that are bigger. That's kind of where this movie felt for me. Not bad. Definitely not a bad movie. Still had a lot of fun and definitely enjoyed it. Just not as good as the first one. So, unfortunately, at the end of the day, this movie has to get slightly under the first movie by this much. I'm going to give Fantastic Beasts: Crimes of Grindelwald a solid B+, guys. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I want to know what you guys thought. Did you guys think this movie was better than the first one? Did you guys think it was not as good? I thought it was not as good, like I said, because I feel like there's too much information thrown at people, and I feel like that might make certain audience members get a little bored, a little bit overwhelmed with information overload. But I still found this movie very fun, very exciting when the action did happen. Special effects were beautiful. The soundtrack, as always, was amazing. Great performances. Overall, it's still a very fun movie to watch, and it wouldn't be a waste of money. I feel like if you've seen everything, go out and see this, because you will definitely have fun. And if you're a die-hard Harry Potter fan, I don't even have to talk to you about this, because you're probably going out to see it anyway. But definitely, if you're a die-hard, definitely go out and see this. I want to hear what you guys think, because I'm really passionate about the Harry Potter universe. I know there's a ton of people out there who love it just as much as I do. I want to know what you guys thought. Honestly, did you like this movie? Do you like where this franchise is going? What are your thoughts? But, as always, guys, have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.